And we style like Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. Them basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Kybi channel. Today I'm going to be starting a series that I am so excited for, and that series is I'm going to be filming the journey of updating my setup. If you don't know me, my name is Kendra. I am a Roblox content creator. I make Roblox videos, and I also make 3D GFX for games and groups, etc. on Roblox. Saying that, it might seem like I wouldn't need that fancy of a setup, and frankly I don't, nobody really does, but I also like to game in my free time. If you're a gamer, then you know how important a setup is, especially when it comes to utility and aesthetics and being able to mash it all together and calling it perfect. But before I start talking about this episode, I want to make a point that I do not have the best camera quality, so it will not be that great, but I hope you enjoy this video anyways. So in the first episode, I'm going to be starting with the most important thing in a setup, which is obviously the PC. Don't get me wrong, I don't know much about PCs. Currently I have an all-in-one, and up until about like a month ago, all I knew was that it didn't run the way I wanted it to. My blender was painfully slow, I couldn't play Roblox with more than like 5 FPS, and God forbid I had more than like 2 Chrome tabs open. After learning more about PC specs and all the like, I found out why this was happening. The specs on my PC were atrocious. Not the worst, but also far from the best. The CPU is an AMD Ryzen 3 3000 with 2.6 GHz processing speed, 8 GB of RAM, and an AMD Radeon GPU. Also, sorry if I said that wrong. If you know nothing about PCs like I did a couple months ago, this may seem like gibberish, and it still kind of is to me right now, but to sum it all up, this is definitely not a PC built for running video games, video editing, 3D rendering, and more, even just like having multiple programs open at once, so I decided to upgrade. After doing more research, I opted for the obvious decision that most people make, and that is to build my own PC. Building your own PC is far less expensive than buying a pre-built, because basically you just buy all the parts you want and need and put it all together in a case, and that sounds pretty simple, right? So I approached friends who knew way more than me, created a PC part list, and I was more than ready to start my journey. But when I presented this to my mom, she brought up a very good point, which is I knew nothing about building PCs. Absolutely nothing. So here comes in the Alienware Aurora R10, which is a pre-built PC by Dell. I did look on Newegg, Amazon, Best Buy, etc., but if you are a PC connoisseur, then you know how sketchy pre-builds can be. So I dug and dug and dug until I found a PC that both my mom and I were satisfied with. This PC comes with an AMD Ryzen 7 5800 CPU with 4.6 GHz processing speed, 8 GB of RAM, and a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Super GPU. I probably mispronounced a bunch of specs, but whatever, we're moving on. Now, everything in this PC seems to be upgraded, which it is, except for the RAM, which is extremely important when wanting to do multiple things on a PC. So why did I opt for 8 GB? Short answer is I'm stupid. Long answer is I decided to get 8 GB at first and upgrade in the future if I needed more RAM, which I obviously do. So that's the next thing on my list, but more about that in future episodes. Before we get into that, I decided to do a few performance tests so we can actually see the comparison of my current PC to the new one. I'll also be using MSI Afterburn to get the most accurate results. As you can see here, I decided that I'll be showing the GPU temperature, the GPU usage, the memory, and the CPU usage. Also the frame rate, which is really crucial. So the first test is obviously a Roblox game, and let's say it didn't go well. I opened OBS and it almost immediately crashed. Okay, so here we are in Blender, just in a basic scene. We're getting around 30 FPS. 100% usage of the GPU, and about 50 to 70% usage of the CPU. So what I want to test is how much I can subdivide a plane without my blender crashing. So I already did 100 and that was fine, so 100. And it goes fine. So I want to try just subdividing it gradually. So 2 lags a little bit, 3 lags a little bit also. And now it's like just completely bright orange. It's been subdivided so much. Alright, so 4 lags a little bit, 5. I think I'm just gonna keep it here on 5. I think that's a good, you know, representation. When I come out of edit mode, it has an average of 20 FPS. But when I go back into edit mode, the FPS drops down to around 10 FPS. So, yeah. You might be cringing or even thinking the universe your PC doesn't run like that, and I really don't blame you. By the way, if it does run like that, then I am so sorry for your well-being. Anyways, onto the new PC, finally.
Okay, so my PC came in while I was on the trip, but thank God it didn't rain or anything, so it's fine. And here I have my monitor. It came in a lot earlier than my PC. My speakers came in a lot earlier too, and I got my LED lights. So first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to head upstairs and I'm going to install Windows on a flash drive, and then I'm also going to install all the files that I need to transfer onto another flash drive so I can transfer those. So here is the big bag of flash drives that I have. It doesn't really matter which one I use. It's important that the one that I use for Windows is empty. So I'm just gonna do that right here. By the way, this is my room right now, so you can just see like a before and after before the series even starts. I also have laundry because I am way too lazy. So here's my bed. I actually do like this corner of the room. I think it's really cute. I'm not going to be changing my bed or anything or any of these things because they're already white. Maybe I'll repaint them or something, but mostly my desk area right here. Okay, so I procrastinated so much that it's actually the next day, but I have my PC up in my room, and I also have my monitor there, and I'm gonna put my old PC in the new PC box, and I have my speakers over here, and my whole desk is cleared out. So I'm just gonna open this, and I can't open it on camera because I don't have a tripod or anything, but I will show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so here it is. I had no idea it was gonna be this big. I mean, I know that pre-builts are huge, but god damn, holy bro, this is huge. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I guess I'll just set it right here, but like, holy I was not expecting that. Okay, so I opened this guy up just to make sure that there is, I just realized I've been filming portrait mode. Okay. So I opened this guy up just to make sure there is no packing foam. I really hope this yellow thing isn't packing foam because I don't know how to take this out. I'm guessing you like unscrew stuff, but I really don't want to do that right now. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean it down a little with some alcohol because the tape did leave some residue, and also there are some like white spots on the PC. I actually don't have any cable management things, but my desk doesn't go through, so I don't really need it. But if I do get a new desk, then I'll need it. Also, it came with a free, actually I don't think it was free, I think it was just included in the price, but it came with a mouse and a membrane keyboard. The next step is plugging in the speakers and get this monitor. Okay, so this is where I'm at currently. I'm trying to read the instructions, but it says to screw in a screw right here, and when I try to do that, it doesn't go in all the way, and it makes it unstable. I tried to look up YouTube tutorials, but they all have a different stand than this one. This one's circle, and the other ones are a stand more like the old PC I had, so I guess I'm just not gonna put a screw in right here. I mean, it's pretty stable already, so I think it'll be fine. So I guess we're gonna do the moment of truth. Wow, those fans were really loud. Okay, so PC is running. Let's turn on the monitor. There we go. Oh, I forgot to take off the peel. So at first the monitor was kind of hard to set up, but then, you know, I got the hang of it. The screws are kind of hard to put in because the screwdriver that they give you is not magnetic, but I was able to do it pretty quickly, and I put these speakers up really easy. All you do is just, you know, turn it up, turn it on, whatever. And I moved these two to the right. So yeah. Okay, so it did take me a while, but I did figure out how to customize this lighting, and it doesn't look like this in real life. It looks really white on camera, but it's purple and pink. You can kind of see it from this angle, but yeah, to match with my keyboard, my mouse, and my background. I think because I reinstalled Windows, it was pretty hard to get all the drivers back and actually get Alienware Command Center actually working, but it did work after some time. Here's the actual colors that I have on there. So I have purple and pink on the front, and then some blue for the Alienware. One thing about this is I have overclocking off, and I also have the thermal as quiet, but the fans are really loud sometimes, so I'm pretty sure to fix that I would have to get another fan installed, which I don't know how to do, so I might just pay someone to do that or something, but you know, that's in the future. So so far it's pretty good. I'm gonna go game on this for a while, and after that I will show you guys my thoughts and show you guys the specs that it has compared to my old PC.
Okay, so here's what it looks like with my LED lights. Have my setup. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. I'm in absolute love with my PC and I'm so excited to use it more, and I'm so excited for all the things that I plan on doing with it. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like to support me and also subscribe for future episodes of this series. Feel free to check out more videos on my channel, and with that, I'll be heading out. Bye bye!